Um, I'd say everyone is restricted in the characters they can play, but
Hmm.
for the characters they can play, they're pretty good. Granted, that makes sense
Okay.
because one of them is GM on console, which is like Masters on PC, just because of the way uh, console
Yeah,
and
because
PC
one is just
works.
harder than the other.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But he's really good at like Reaper and BAP. Um,
So he's a duelist to me.
yeah, yeah,
It's a duelist.
yeah. That that is a pretty good way to put it, I guess.
Oh, DPS? I don't know, same thing.
Yeah, it's damage in Overwatch, and he
Where you
has.
play Sentinel?
I mean, he plays BAP, which is a support, except supports in Overwatch have like damage numbers that are the same, if not better, than actual damage characters, but they also have the ability to heal. So in BAP's case,
Oh.
Hmm.
yeah, so in BAP's case, he has a 3 round burst. He has a healing grenade as his ult fire. And then his two abilities
Bro,
are
what?
an AoE burst heal that is also a heal over time. And his other ability is he throws a deployable that makes anyone on his team that stands in it unable to go under a certain percentage of their health.
Wait, that's not fair. That sounds like
Immortality
immortality with
Field.
extra steps.
It is called Immortality Field. BAP
That literally sounds like
basically,
immortality with extra steps, bro.
yeah, BAP basically has three different health bars because you basically kill him the first time, and then he uses his regen burst, which heals him for 120 health. And then you get through that, and then he throws his immortality field down, and then you kill that, and guess what? He's healed up again because of support passive, so you have to kill him again.
Oh,
Hmm.
yay.
And in the
Yeah, I prefer
meantime,
the Sage ult.
his ult is he creates a giant window, and any projectile that goes through it deals double damage, and any healing that goes through it has double healing. It's a big
That's
window.
crazy.
Yeah. He did just get nerfed. His heal used to be better.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So, ah. So I guess welcome back to the Neetwork podcast. I'm filming from a
In
completely different location
That's
at this
for
point.
real.
an
Uh,
interesting way to start recording, but nevertheless,
hey, it's always interesting.
it's always like this.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and dear lord, is it going to be way more scuffed because I'm in a completely different location now. I'm not going to dox myself because that would be dumb of me, but I'm in a
Guys,
different state.
hint, he is on
Oh,
Earth somewhere.
dude, he's on the Earth, man.
Yeah,
I didn't mean to dox you like that, but
nah, it's
Didn't
fine.
mean to
So
catch
my
you up
exact
like that.
latitude and longitude coordinates are.
on my way.
The funniest thing is, even if I were to do that, you would still struggle to find me because college moment or university moment.
Real.
Yeah. So I just got back from eating dinner, and I have to say, man, I miss food from back home. I,
Yep.
Hmm.
the food, it's cafeteria food, so it's not bad. It's just not great either. Um, it, I don't know. I'll eat it because I, kind of have to, but it's not fantastic. Guess that's just cafeteria food in a nutshell. I don't know.
Hmm. I
Hmm.
suppose so. I mean, so is it like okay or is it like terrible?
It's not terrible. It's fine. Like it's not like anything tastes bad, but none of it tastes good.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, it as far as I can tell, it's just standard cafeteria food, which makes sense because again, college/university, if they're making food for people, it's got to
It
be
has to
food
be
that can
easy
fit
to
a
make,
wide variety of people's tastes. So,
and they have to make a lot of it.
uh-huh. So tonight was like beef tacos, and uh, nachos and stuff. And again, it's fine. It's real greasy, but it's not like I
As
can really
expected,
eat anywhere else
cafeteria.
without spending money. And we purchased the meal plan here, so I'm gonna eat at the cafeteria.
Yeah, I feel like that kind of like goes hand in hand, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You buy the plan, you got to use it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So I think next semester I might change the meal plan to like. Currently, the plan I'm on is unlimited meal swipes, so
Oh
I
yeah,
can eat
that
at the
may be
cafeteria
too many.
however much I want, which means that I'm eating there 2 times a day.
What about the third meal?
What do you mean? I eat breakfast and dinner.
Oh, you don't eat lunch?
What about
So
lunch?
on most days, I'm waking up at like 10:30,
Oh,
going
so
to
it's like
classes
brunch.
for about 3 hours, and then eating my first meal at about 2.
So it's like
Just like
brunch.
me.
Yeah, I mean it's lunch. That's when I'm eating my first meal. But your first meal is always breakfast. You can't skip breakfast. You're breaking your fast. That's how the meal works.
Hmm. So, but it's like brunch though.
It's lunch.
Hmm, I see.
Actually.
It. I'm eating during
Hmm.
the lunch meal time, but it is my first meal of the day, so it is my breakfast.
So like they don't have any dorms that come with any type of stoves or anything?
Not as far as I'm aware. I mean, there are apartments with that sort of thing, and I have a rice cooker and a microwave. But
Hmm. Well, you can do a decent amount of stuff with a rice cooker at least.
yep, but that would require me to go out and purchase things and carry them back with my limited dorm space to carry things. So
Yeah.
I have salt and pepper in here, and that's it.
Uh,
I
well, better than nothing.
Yep. I did actually recently get a package of food from my grandma, and it is already almost gone, but it filled my drawer right next to me to the brim with food.
Dang.
And then I missed a meal because I got back from, I think, Frisbee too late to eat a meal, so I just ended up eating a bunch of. Uh,
Oh, like it closed
There's
before you.
times?
yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yep. So, dinner at pretty much every place is. Or every place on campus is from 4 to 7. And
Hmm.
because I
Ugh.
eat my first meal at, 2, I end up eating at the
Hmm.
later end of the meals. So when the thing closes at 7 and Ultimate Frisbee ends at 7:30,
Hmm.
there's not really any time for me to eat.
There's not a lot of available options to yourself.
Uh-huh. So it ends up being snacky stuff or like granola bars or stuff like that.
Would not be able to eat there.
Yeah, I mean,
Dude, 4 to 7? Are you
mm-hmm.
kidding me?
Uh-huh.
That's like the earliest dinner I've ever heard.
Yeah, I
Might just
think.
be my schedule, but
I mean, my schedule's shifted back pretty far in comparison to plenty of people on my floor, but even then, I'm still waking up at 10:30 on most days because of my first class being at 11. So it's not like I can wake up super late most days.
hmm.
But I do agree. I know at some point they're gonna have like a farmers market sort of thing on, I want to say, Sundays, and every item that you can buy is $1, $2, or $3. So I'll probably just stock up on like actual fruit and vegetables because all the there's basically no fruit and the vegetables are not exactly the healthiest because it's like slathered in butter.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
classic America.
Yeah. Somehow I have not
Classic.
gained any weight. I have lost weight since getting here,
Oh,
though.
that's probably
For
has to do
real.
with the large amount of walking you're doing.
I'm walking less than I was over the summer.
Maybe the food is different that you're eating.
I think it's because I'm eating 2 meals a day, and
Oh yeah,
instead of
yeah.
three.
But in a couple of months, your metabolism will slow down automatically,
Uh-huh.
and it'll go back to normal.
Yeah. But in the meantime, I've lost like 10 pounds. So,
Sheesh.
Huh?
yep. Is a certain amount
That's
of that
gonna be
muscle
like
weight?
me
Yes.
soon.
Um, yeah. So that's how things are going for me in college so far. It's been honestly pretty good. I've had a lot of calc homework. Calc has been keeping me by far the most busy, uh, which is kind of good because I don't like feeling bored. So I'm glad that there's work that's keeping me busy, but at the same time, man, I do not want to do any more calc homework right now.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Let me. I wanna see if I can show. I sent you what my calc homework looked like, right, Andrew?
Yep. Dude, I understand, but I don't really know how to solve it. Like I know where to start, but like,
Dude, that's just gibberish.
no, I mean, how do you find the?
So, basically, it's I'm taking Calc 2, and the question is, if f is a quadratic function such that f of 0 is equal to 5, and the integral of f of x over x squared times inside of parentheses x plus 1 cubed, or x plus 1 outside of parentheses cubed, dx, is a rational function, find the value of f prime of 0, and I can tell you the answer to this because I still haven't memorized. It's 15.
And how did you get to 15?
So partial fraction decomposition, and
Right.
knowing that when x is equal to 0, f of x is equal to 5. So,
Right. Okay. Yeah, I knew that. That makes sense. But I don't. How did you get the coefficients for x and x squared?
okay, so because of partial fraction decomposition, this ends up being f of x is equal to a times x plus 1 cubed plus b
Right.
times x plus 1 cubed plus
Oh, I see
c
how you did it.
times x squared plus x plus 1 squared, and so on and so forth until you get rid of all the stuff on the bottom.
I see.
A and c are both equal to 0 because it needs to be a rational function, so you can't have any natural logs as the antiderivative. So the a over x and c over x plus 1, or like x squared times x, whatever. Uh, like those have to equal 0, and b is equal to 5. So the way it works out, it's 3 times 5 is equal to 15.
That's interesting. I
Yep.
don't think I've ever had to use fraction decomp that way. Hopefully, I will not ever have to.
Yeah, and I do not recommend. It is hell. I'm glad that I only have to take calc for this semester, and all I have to do is not fail it, and I'm good. And I think so far I'm doing a pretty good job of that.
What do you have?
Um, so we're using WebAssign, yeah?
Yeah. Okay.
Would you like to know what my WebAssign grade is?
100? I don't know.
My current grade on WebAssign, due to all the homework, because he's given us some extra credit, is 92.22 out of 85.
Huh.
Yeah. So, currently I have some extra credit, which is very good, because it means that I don't have to worry as much about doing poorly on quizzes.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
pretty good, I guess.
We had 4 quizzes, and I have the class Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm going to have 2 quizzes a week. And this past week we
Okay.
had 1 quiz a day. So,
One quiz a day.
uh-huh,
That is a number of quizzes, you could say.
uh-huh. Um, so, a few of the quizzes I know are going to get dropped. I'm trying to find the syllabus right now, or the way things are weighted, because I know that homework is only weighted like 15% of the grade. Homework is 20% of the grade. So, um,
Wait a second. The math isn't mathing on that one.
what do you mean?
How is the homework worth so much of your grade?
Homework is 20% of my grade. Quizzes are 15% of my grade. The final
I
exam is
know, that
20%
doesn't...
of my grade. The hour-long exams that we take during class are 45% of my grade.
Ooh.
That doesn't make sense.
All I'm trying to do
So
is
as long
pass
as
the
you...
class, I'll be honest.
So you're basically just trying to
I'm
like
aiming I'm
do
aiming
well
for a
on the
B. It
homework?
would be a personal failure on my part if I got a C or lower. But that's just because I feel like I have the ability to get a B, so I should at least get a B. Yeah, so I'm just trying to pass the class, basically.
I see.
Yep. Any other questions about me being away for college? Because I feel like this has
How's
just
your,
been me
What have
talking
you
about
been
my
up to?
experience so far.
the usual.
I mean, you're the only one who went to college, so I mean,
I mean, you're attending a college.
Yeah, you're
yeah,
going to.
I mean, your classes have
Well, what
started,
have
right?
you been up to? Yeah.
Nothing.
Uh,
Absolutely nothing.
Still on that
Nothing?
grind.
So on the grind. I made a new channel, which is pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
I was about to say, I saw you changed your channel icon.
Yep, because branding doesn't allow for something that's already in use.
Yeah.
So I just changed it to my Snapchat icon.
Oh.
So
Oh.
it's somewhat like me, but not really.
Yeah.
But it's like a
It's
more
it's like kind of, you know.
kind
like
of
you
just
for
without the
real.
beard, without the skin. The hair color is the only thing that's the same. But that doesn't really matter. But then yeah, I made a new channel. I haven't uploaded on that. I plan to though, because it's just like it's like my version of a, you know, the weekly slap.
Alrighty,
Yeah.
everyone,
The
I'm
thing
gonna
that
try
Jay
and
Schlatt
keep
did.
this
Yeah.
It's
under
gonna be
2
my
minutes
version of
here.
that, except for not weekly
Huh.
or like monthly.
Oh yeah, you have memberships enabled.
Yeah,
Big Pog.
y'all. No one's done it though, cause I don't blame them. I don't know what to offer. I just have it up
Yeah.
as an option. But yeah,
Do you plan on doing getting a job or something later in the year?
it depends if if I start to actually make money, because I've quote unquote made money, but it's not at the like area that YouTube will actually give me a check. So I have to make a little bit more, but then
Oh, because there's
as
a
long as
minimum, right, before
yeah,
they release money to you?
I think
Yeah.
it's, what is it,
It's
1K subs,
$100.
4,000 views.
Well, that's the
Hour?
requirements to be able to.
Yeah.
So what requirement do you not have? That have you
The
not
amount of
met
money
yet?
made. I haven't had the because you have to make $100 like every month, I believe, at least, before they start to send you a check. So I haven't hit that yet. So like I've hit the requirements to do it because it's 1K subs and 4K watch hours, but I haven't made the money that they give me yet.
You should start doing like that social media advertising stuff. You know, like people like advertise their like stuff on Instagram and whatnot.
Yeah, but
You know,
I don't.
like they do like Instagram Reels or something.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna do shorts because I've saved a stream I think that was really good. So I'm gonna make shorts from that. I'm trying to figure out how to edit them because I can't really just edit it on Premiere and just upload it as a short. I don't think I can at least. So to figure out how to do that. Other than that, I have the content ready. I just haven't gotten to it yet because I've had this huge GTA grind again.
Huge GTA grind.
Like I made 20 mil, so I have just 20 mil sitting there to spend. That if I want to buy something, buy something. But yeah, other than that, it's just Rocket League.
I see.
Best of luck growing your channel, because I mean,
Yes.
I don't play Rocket League. I've seen some of the videos, and I can tell you're gonna get good at the game. So, I believe in the channel.
I have to re-record my video I did today because it was just not good.
Why? What happened?
Well, I lost. The gameplay doesn't matter to me anymore. Like in the beginning,
gameplay does not matter anymore.
like whether I win or lose, it doesn't matter to me anymore because that's the process. But
the
it's
process.
like the process of going through it. I'm not wrong. But it's more of like, is it entertaining enough now? Is my thought process for it.
Yeah.
Because if the video isn't entertaining enough, then because I get all the analytics right, so I can see when people click off and all that. It's a little disheartening because like put time and effort into it, but it's like it is what it is. I can't control people and say they're watching the video. You click on it, you watch all of it, because that's just impossible. Because people have peanut brain now, and just if it's not 15 seconds, go ahead.
Wait, so is it like considered a view when they finish the video, or
No.
is it like
The moment you click on it, but you can
Yeah.
have a high amount of views and still have really low watch time, which actually hurts the video and the channel more than if you were to have a less amount of or a lower amount of views but a higher amount of watch time.
I see.
At least from my understanding.
I'm pretty sure that's how it works because I don't know, there's a tutorial I released a little earlier, which was the air control video, and I'm like, I got a little heated in the comment section, I'm not gonna lie, but
you got a little heated.
Not the YouTube comments. No.
Okay, so there's this dude, right?
No.
There's this dude. It was like, you just went over the basics. You didn't teach us air roll, and the whole idea of the video was the whole entirety of the air, like how to control your car in the air, not air roll. So I was like, okay, buddy, not like this exactly. I wanted to say, okay, buddy, you're just not reading the title right. Just not reading, and you didn't fully watch the video, obviously.
In this video, I'll teach you the basics of how to control your car in the air. I can't believe this guy only taught us the basics.
I can't believe this guy only taught us the basics. And I said something like, not to be mean or anything, but I guess you just don't know how to use a tutorial or something. I got a little heated. And then this guy backed him up, and he said, but no, you only taught it... I'm looking it up.
Oh no. How to master the air.
Absolutely.
How to master the air.
Alright.
Sounds interesting.
Where is it? Right here. Okay. Show me the money.
I'm just...
Where that fucker's at. Wrong video. There we go. How to master the air.
I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it myself, man.
Where is it? I found it. Okay. The audacity of this guy. Bro, this video isn't how to master air roll. These are only the basics. I respond with, that's how you master it. There's no secret to it. It's grinding the basics in air quotes. It takes hours on hours to master something, and you complaining that I only showed you the basics means you don't understand how to master the air. Not to be mean. Plus, the video isn't exactly how to master air roll specifically, it's the whole entire air. Then this guy says, nah, you totally baited clicks. You even said in the video that you're not good at it. All this is basics. I then said, yes, but I don't need to be a pro at something to teach other people. I compare myself to the pros, so in my eyes, I'm not that good at it. If you want
Oh,
what I think you're both looking for, look up Griffalicious and his air roll video. It is hard to put all of the air mechanics in one decently short video. So if you're looking for air roll, which I did not say this video specifically, look up how to air roll in Rocket League. Other than that, if you have any other questions, let me know.
you should. Yeah, it's like, yeah, that's probably because I didn't mean to cover that here.
And then the audacity of this kid, the title says how to master air car control, but you never went past the basics. I said, how much of the video did you watch? He never responded.
And someone else actually came to help you out too.
Yeah, my
Or
boy
to back you up.
Fusion said the basics that lead to the basics that lead to mastery. It's not like he can just get you to skip the whole process of learning it. He's telling you how to do it from not air rolling to actually air rolling and controlling your car in the air, which is so smart and doesn't take more than 2 brain cells to think of, at least in my opinion. That's all you
Yeah,
need
you're
to know.
probably right. I
With
mean,
the tutorial.
Yeah.
Like, dude. I'm
they
still
were
upset
not.
about
They
it.
were indeed not thinking.
They didn't think. That's
They didn't think that they should think.
They didn't. It's like I wanted to say something so bad. If the guy responded, I was about to go in on him, but
Go
he
in
didn't.
on him.
Luckily, I
You
was
should.
going
He
to.
didn't. Lucky for him. Huh?
Lucky for him.
It's a YouTube comment section though, so don't get
Yeah.
too heated.
Yeah,
These
don't-
are
don't
random
fret
people on the
too much.
internet.
Mm-hmm.
They
And I've
keep in mind this is a random person who's complaining about you not teaching them something that they could also just look up if they really
Exactly.
wanted to learn it from someone
Exactly.
else. So
that's what I did. That's what the Griffalicious
yeah,
video was.
yeah.
Which
I-
I myself watched, which is a very good video.
Arguing on the internet about stuff like that is really silly at this point, because, I mean, if you don't enjoy it, cool. You don't have to watch it. You couldn't find the thing you were looking for on that video? Okay, find another one. Does it suck that the first video you looked at isn't what you wanted? Yeah, but just find something else.
Which is what I was thinking when I was writing it.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yep.
I didn't want to say it because I wanted to win.
Okay,
I didn't
then.
say that.
You're too
And
competitive.
I think I won. I am. But it's like when someone doesn't use their brain, and I think it's something so simple, I just get a little upsetty spaghetti. I'm not gonna lie.
No, that's,
Yeah,
that's fair, that's fair.
that is true.
So, you've been playing Rocket League and GTA, I've been playing Overwatch and doing homework. Andrew, what have you been up to? It's your turn now.
Let's see, not much to be quite honest. Just going to school and doing the like and stuff like that mostly. Not much to be honest.
Alright.
Yeah. Pretty boring.
Do you have any, like, difficult
Oh.
classes or time-consuming classes, or...
I have annoying classes is what I have.
Yeah?
So just because of my math teacher is like perma set on making everybody do the maximum amount of algebra possible. And I am in a calculus class
Calc... Which one?
two.
Okay.
The same
So-
one you're in.
Yeah. How are you also in Calc 2? Didn't you take VC?
I asked to retake it
Okay.
because I did not learn
No,
much. you
okay,
could say.
that makes sense.
You could say I didn't learn too much in that while I was in calculus previously.
Yeah, I'm really glad that the first class that we had in Calc 2 was going over USub, because I'll be honest, I did not remember how to do it, and I now very much know how to do it because I've had to do it a lot. But I straight up forgot how to do USub.
Our teacher is trying to get us to relearn USub, and it's really annoying. Like, she's teaching us like in a different way than I learned it, so it's like kind of a little annoying.
Ugh. Yeah, Calc 2 has just been a lot of homework, and now that we're starting to have quizzes, I actually need to really be on my A game about this, because I'd rather not... Yeah, I'd rather not rely on my final to make or break my grade. I'd rather have some cushion set in.
Yeah, that would be pretty bad, I think.
Yep. And then on the flip side of that, I have my comp sci class, which is literally the comp sci class that I took this past year, except I have to take it again because the university requires it, despite the fact that I took an AP class on it and I got, the requirements for it. So instead, those hours now count towards just my major, like just electives in my major. So
not bad.
Yeah, it's just retaking a class and doing work for the class, but I already know how to do everything. So it's stuff like
class.
Yeah, it's still just annoying that I have to do the work for it, because the homework for that is stuff like, oh, I don't know, create a flowchart on how you would solve this, or like make an algorithm for sorting different species into different kingdoms or whatever, like the animal kingdom or the plant kingdom.
Oh.
Like, how would you write a flowchart to do this?
A flowchart?
Yeah, because before you go into actually coding stuff, you have to learn how to figure out the process of how code works, which is algorithm-based, so you need to learn how to come up with your own algorithms for stuff like that.
Yeah, I've had to make flowcharts too. They're pretty useless, to be honest.
Yep. Now it's stuff like, okay, it's variables. It's just a bunch of variables. Like, define this variable called apple price per dozen and set its value to $3. Double apple price dozen is equal to 3.0.
Dude, what language is this in?
Java. So quite literally the exact same thing that I did last year. It's just comp sci A again. And yet, somehow I got a 95 out of 100 on my previous practice/lab, and I don't know how.
You don't know how?
Yeah, he didn't give a comment on... he just says, "Good job, I hope you enjoyed this assignment. 95 out of 100. What am I supposed to do with that?
You just got egoed.
I just don't know what I'm supposed to do with that.
Yeah, I don't know what you're supposed to do with that either, Daniel.
Yeah. And then I have I have... Calculus is my hard class. My second hardest class is actually my, Computer science is a part of the liberal arts of, or the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, because that's how grouping majors works. So I have to take a seminar as a part of that college, and the seminar that I'm taking is on global sustainability. So, talking a lot about how to, like, continue moving forward with human, progress, while also making sure that we don't totally kill the planet in the process, because we're absolutely doing that right now.
True.
So,
No way.
it's a lot of reading and taking notes and quizzes on stuff like that, and that's my second hardest class. And then my third hardest class is my communications class, but it's also really fun. We just got... Every Friday is just going to be a speaking day where we have to give a speech on something. So this last class, everyone wrote a topic, put it in a hat, and then we had to give a speech for, just a little bit on whatever topic we drew out of the hat.
Huh.
Too bad.
Yeah. And then I have a class on cooking.
Oh,
That's
hey,
gotta
that
be
one's
your
pretty. That
hardest
sounds
class. What do
chill.
you mean?
It,
That one sounds pretty chill.
uh,
You should just ask to use the school kitchen to cook your dinner.
so
Like, let's be honest.
I'm a part of the school's honors program, so we have to take a seminar as a part of that program too. And
Hmm.
the seminar that I'm taking for honors is called The Joy of Cooking. And we've basically decided all of the topics we're going to go over for the seminar. And every class we are going to get food baked by our teacher. So, or our professor, rather.
That's kind of lit.
Yeah.
Dude, that's fun. Sounds
Yep.
chill.
Yeah.
You should. Why don't you just? You should just ask to cook dinner inside of the classroom.
It's a regular classroom.
Oh wait, so
She makes it and brings
do
it
you-
in.
I know, like, but like,
It's
would you?
talking about cooking. We don't actually get to cook.
Oh,
We
I see.
we are not allowed to cook.
Why not?
We cannot cook.
You just don't have a kitchen to cook in.
Correct.
Oh, that's kind of unfortunate.
Here's the
It's okay, I guess.
cafeteria.
Yeah, my
Freaking-
bad. Let me just kick the people out that are paid to be there. My bad.
Exactly.
real.
That's the spirit.
No.
That's more like it.
So, in total, I have 6 classes. I have 1 class on Tuesday, 1 class on Thursday, 3 on Friday, 4 on Monday, 5 on Wednesday. 5 of my 6 classes are on Wednesdays.
5 of your 6 classes
What?
are on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I have to wake up the earliest on Wednesdays, and I have, I think, a nice, like, 6 hours of classes?
Hmm.
Yeah. It's about 6 hours worth of classes. Which is crazy, because that's, you know, the same amount as, like, an average school day at most school, because it's, what, 9 to 3 usually? Or 8? I guess for us it was 8 to 2. But most
Yeah,
schools
something
are
like that.
effectively, like, 9 to 3, yeah?
Mhm.
Yep.
So, my busiest day is a regular school day for most other, or for
Yeah,
high
that's
school.
my busiest day is about that too.
Which I think just goes to show that college is simply better than the previous schools.
Mhm.
Because I get
Perhaps
to
it
decide when my classes are, which is awesome. None of my classes start later than 10, and almost all of my classes start after 11.
Yeah, that's that.
Or start before
My
11.
classes don't start after. Don't most of my classes. All my earliest class is 9:45, so I'm okay with that.
My earliest class is 10, and then 4 days a week, or the other 3 days a week, it's 11 a.m. calculus. Tuesdays, I don't have a class until 3 p.m. So,
My earliest class is 2 p.m.
Wait, where are you taking classes?
My stream.
I see.
he is the teacher.
I am the teacher, the student, the principal. The
Yeah, you're just
hooligan,
kind of
the
every
hooligan.
you
I'm
are
the
every
chef.
staff member of a who let him cook? Who let him cook?
Let him cook.
Yeah.
Who let?
He's simply he is the school.
I am school. They call me Mr. School.
Why do they call you Mr. School?
Cause I take these kids to class. Yo.
He roasted. I don't know. He roasted the enemy team.
Yeah.
Right.
Betcha. And my teammate.
All right. So now's the awkward lull in conversation where all of us are done talking about the previous topic, and
Yeah, and now it's like
surprise, surprise,
what is
we don't
You guys
don't
want to see
have
what
any
I'm doing
topics.
right now?
We don't.
we did indeed not prepare topics for this this meeting here.
Yup.
Eating. Our little seminar.
Man, people do not respond to your messages in gaming, though, huh?
Troll face.
Why do people just not respond to you when you at
I
lol?
don't know, man.
I responded to you in DMs because I was doing math homework.
Mm-hmm.
But wait,
Yeah, I'm not personally sure about that.
who who changed? Is that? Oh, that is. Okay. I was wondering who changed their name and icon on the server, and I know who it is now, and I'm not gonna say, but
Wait, on which server?
it's Happy Fun Times.
Who changed their icon?
It's Mad G, I think.
Who did?
That no,
The real
Well-
one?
Is it the one with an intro song?
it's the fish. Whoever the fish is.
Oh,
I actually
no, that was his old one. Oh, I forgot. I guess
Yeah,
he
yeah,
did
yeah.
change it back to his old one.
he
Huh.
he did change it back.
I did not notice that.
My data science homework, I hate Berkeley. What language Python? Python's easy though. Python's literally baby mode.
Baby mode.
Yeah.
That's odd.
Oh, you're doing C++. Oh. It's like Java and Python are easy to understand, and then you start going towards lower level languages, and it gets real rough real quick. In my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Do you
yeah,
have
I don't know what he's complaining about.
do you have a lot of...
He's just like, he's doing coding on easy mode right now. I mean, mine are really easy too. They're just in a different language.
I'm assuming
like-
it's just the basics of here's how variables work in C++ right now.
We haven't even gotten to lists yet, Daniel. Put it that way.
Yippee.
Oh, man. Yeah, so, you know.
So-
You can imagine how that's going.
So things are going pretty well for you.
Like, I guess academically, sure.
Do you have a lot of homework?
Not really. I mean, it's like what I would expect,
Yeah.
you know? Like, I'm kind of like, all right, that's about right.
I have more than I did from I have more than I did from high school, mostly because in high school there was a lot of dead time in class, so I was just able to do my homework then. Now all of my classes are fairly active, and I have to do the homework later. So I am I am fairly busy, which is weird. I don't know how much I like that.
It's weird because you're busy?
Yeah, I
Is that what
don't.
you mean?
Yeah, I'm not used to that. I'm not used to being busy.
Mm. What was it like your senior year? I don't even remember.
Last year?
Yeah, for me
Um,
it's the opposite.
So last year, let's see, we had religion, E&M, which I just straight up never did the homework for.
Oh, don't worry, nobody did.
Yeah, I'm still happy I got a 3 on that test though.
Oh yeah, I don't know how I got a 4 on that one, to be honest.
It must have been rough for everyone that year. God
Dude,
damn.
E&M is like by far the hardest like class I've ever taken at LaSalle.
Yep.
Like hands down.
Game design was just constant projects, and usually I could get it done during class, or what I did more often, which was build the entire game in about 6 hours the night before, staying up until like 1 or 2 a.m., just finishing
Oh, interesting.
it. Uh-huh. Yeah.
That was the meta.
It was. Will, you did the
That
same?
was the meta.
I did the same. It's alright. I'd only put 2 hours into it. Call it quits.
I mean, I put 6 hours because I always had some, like, grandiose idea of what I wanted to do, like the group game that we had, where we spent way more time planning it out than any other team, and still ended up creating more
I'm pretty sure
levels
it was a
than
better
everyone
game.
else.
I'd say it was the better game.
Yeah. The true life of a procrastinator is being wildly inefficient for the weeks or months leading up to whatever the due date is, and then becoming the most efficient person in the 24 hours before it's due. That is what I
Yep,
learned.
that sounds about right.
Yeah. English was just reading, so that wasn't that difficult. Um, Even for honors, it was just reading. I don't annotate because I fucking hate annotating. Um,
For real.
No, annotating is terrible. I agree with this.
yeah.
I was in 7th grade. Hated it.
Yep.
Nah, bro, annotating is so pointless, I'm telling you.
Yeah. Yeah. Annotating kind of killed my love for reading because I used to read every night before I went to sleep, and then I had to annotate, and all of a sudden reading became so much less
No,
fun
you
for
don't.
me.
I don't think you understand. Annotating is just like required annotating is terrible.
I don't annotate if I don't have to, so I just find the process bad.
Yeah, and I try to avoid it as well.
What classes did I have last year? It was E&M, Python, Comp Sci, Econ, and then B days were English, religion, game design. So, econ, we hardly ever had homework. It was just reading, which I
Right.
didn't really do, I'll be honest.
But wasn't your econ class like scuffed?
Yeah, he's not a good teacher when it comes to econ. The same teacher you had, Will. We had him for econ, and
Oh,
he just
yeah.
wasn't great at teaching it.
Homie just wasn't that good at his job, I guess.
Yeah.
You can kind of tell he was kind of done now.
Yeah. He
His time had come.
Hmm.
Yeah. So his class was just reading. English was just reading and the occasional essay. Game design was projects that I usually waited on. E&M had homework that wasn't required, so I didn't do it. Python did the
I had
work.
to study a lot for that class though. Like
Imagine
I would
studying
do a
well
lot
now.
of I do a lot of studying for that class, but I would only I only started doing the homework in second semester.
I planned on saving the homework until before the midterms and the final exams, and then I didn't do that at all.
Mm.
The only bit that I studied for was going over Gauss's law for each shape before our final in the second semester. That was all I
Ah,
did. And I ended up
dude,
getting the
that's
100% on
crazy.
it, so.
Nah, that's crazy.
Yeah. I think I got an A by like 1 point. Like, whatever the cutoff was, I was at the cutoff. It was, what was it, 52 out of 90? 53 out of 90 that was required to get an A on that final? Whatever it was, that's what I had. Little
That's
bit
pretty
lucky.
wild.
Just slightly lucky, I guess.
Yeah. But usually I could get most of my homework done in either Comp Sci or Python, because I was able to get ahead on both of those classes early on in the semester. And then if I ever fell
Uh,
behind in any other classes, I could just do work during those. And then I could catch up on those classes later, because those due dates were pretty flexible. So,
lucky you, huh?
yeah. Now it's just every other day calc homework, calc homework, calc homework.
Yeah, well, thus is the life of calculus.
Yeah. I'm excited to not have to take calculus again. You're also going into computer science, right? Or am I done?
No, I am.
Okay. So both of us are going into computer science. Uh, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
unreal.
For real.
What do you think you would go into, Will?
I don't know, dude. I
Being-
truly don't.
Being a gamer teacher? Teach people how to game.
I do that
Today
already.
we're gonna be learning how to be an epic gamer. Yeah, but you would get. This is like professionally though, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I get paid sometimes to teach people.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Alright. He's
Sometimes
picking
it's
up a
better
few
than no
gigs.
times.
Mm-hmm. Just stacking that bread. What can I say?
He's
Won't
going
be a
to
bakery.
work. I will say though, one of the nicest things about being at college that I have realized is my roommate is usually gone.
But
I was
that's
gonna ask about
like
that.
that's like a you thing, Daniel.
Yup, it sure is. He is usually
Like-
at a frat or at his friend's dorm. So I effectively have a single without paying for a single. And I think next semester he might move into a frat. So I might just have.
But then won't they
Uh,
move someone else into your?
They
thing
might.
then?
They might do that. But if they don't, then I, get a single.
But you hope on their downfall so that they don't do that.
Yeah, I hope that I don't get partnered with anyone else if he does move out, and at the same time, it's fine if he doesn't move out because he's hardly ever here. Nothing against the guy. He's chill when he is in here and when I'm in here. But we don't have any classes together, and we don't really hang out. So,
You just exist together. That's not a bad setup, to be honest.
yeah.
That's not terrible.
Occasionally he'll come back. Actually, I'm not gonna say, because I don't really want to say anything. But occasionally, he will come back
He
fairly
comes
late,
back
and
occasionally.
it's basically a 50-50 whether or not he'll fall asleep in his friend's dorm or in in the bed here. And sometimes he'll come back real late, and I'm still just playing games. He
That's
stays
a grind,
out.
though.
Yeah, he stays out all night at a frat. I stay up all night playing League of Legends and Overwatch 2.
Yes, he is a true man. A true gamer.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just don't see his lifestyle as interesting or fun. That's just me, though.
I think talking to people is fun, but it's also fun to do things while talking to people. So
Yeah.
playing games with people is better than sitting around and talking to people.
Oh, true.
However, we are literally sitting around and talking. I think you two
Joke's
are
on
both
you,
playing.
I'm doing
pretty sure
something.
both of you are playing games right now. Yeah.
No, I have an AFK thing going right now, but
I
I'm
I
in
have a
training.
little koosh ball in my hands that I've just been throwing around.
Ball.
Yeah. It's not a ball of weed.
Oh, the stringy one?
Yep.
From the other place?
Yep.
Mhm.
I got one of those that I'm just throwing around, or throwing from hand to hand right now.
How'd you get that thing?
I don't know. I think I got it when I was like 7, and during a Christmas.
You say
Yeah.
if you stole it, I might need it back.
No, this is a Christmas gift.
I believe it.
Yeah. My mom also decided to send me over here with a game of tabletop cornhole, which is about as fun as you might think.
Mm.
It
If you
is
have-
literally cornhole, but tiny.
It's the thought that counts.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I'd be grinding that, I'm not gonna lie.
Need to optimize tabletop cornhole.
I need to find all the glitches.
No, my life so far has basically just been classwork, homework, video games, and I guess eating too. There's not much else that I've been doing. That's a lie. I've been thinking about stuff.
Ooh, using the Brainington.
Yeah, thinking about existential stuff, I guess, because
Yeah.
might as well. I'm in college. I have more free time somehow, while also being busier.
Sure.
I mean, I have a way more free time too. It feels weird.
Yeah, you were
Like,
you were
big
always
whatever.
busy.
Yeah, I went from being really busy to like, what do I do?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out over the course of the summer. What the hell am I doing? What do I want to do? Still haven't
Yeah, it's
figured
kind
out
of
the answer
like,
to that question.
oh yeah, yes, same, right here.
Well,
Yeah, I have no idea.
and that's why I play Overwatch, because it gives me something to
To
yell
do,
at. Yeah, it gives me
yell
something to
at.
do. Yeah, I definitely don't get angry while playing Overwatch. I would never go on a
Yeah.
I would never go on a 4-game losing streak and almost cry.
How did you go on a 4-game losing streak, Daniel?
I
I mean, it's not as bad as some of the League of Legends losing streaks I've had, but like, it's not great.
just just imagine 4 games in a row where your teammates are gold players while you are in diamond lobbies.
Why? Why? How did this happen?
Yeah, this season they actually decided to fix everyone's matchmaking rating, so people that got artificially inflated from previous seasons and from playing broken characters, now that the meta's actually fairly diverse, um, the people that got carried are falling, and they almost brought me with them. They
Almost.
took my friend down with him. He went from Master 5 to Plat 4.
How does that happen? What?
I think he had, like, earlier in the season, he was 20 and, like, 40 in terms of win losses.
That's wild.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I.
That's the literal definition of like your team inting.
Yeah. I. During that 4-game loss streak, I think I was 2 and 4 on that current competitive thing. You need to either win 5 games or lose 15 in order to see your new rank, despite the fact that your MMR is constantly updating. It's a really dumb system. They should scrap it for the old one.
What was the old one like?
Every game, you have a funny little number called skill rating, or SR, and it will go up and down. And if you were between
Okay.
certain ranges, you would be a certain rank. So from 1 to 1499, you were bronze. From 1500 to 1999, you were silver. 2000 to 2499, gold. 25 to 2999, plat. 3000 to 3499, diamond. 3500 to 3999, master. And 4K and above was GM. It's a system. It makes sense. It's a good system, right? You have funny little number
They got
that goes
rid of
up and
that?
down. Yeah, they got rid of that for a system that just tells you you are bronze, or 5 through 1. 5 being
Yeah,
the
but
lowest, 1
why
being the
though?
top. Yeah, I don't know, man. There were a lot of decisions that they made going into Overwatch 2 that don't totally make sense. They've gone back on
If Rocket
quite a
League
few
did
of
that,
those, and there are quite a few of those that they haven't gone back on, and the game is worse for it. Roll passives.
That's kind of unfortunate.
Yeah. But yeah, basically, the ranking system now is worse, and I hope that they bring it back. Bring back the old one. They said that they might or might not do that, but they do want to be more clear about everyone's, like,
Rank.
rank between your re-ranks. So, because your re-ranks could take 5 games, it could take 20 games under the current system. So,
Ah.
it doesn't really make sense. It would be better to just see the funny little number go up and down after each game.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I think I've ranted about Overwatch enough.
Yep.
Despite everything that
Dude.
I say about it, it's still one of the more fun FPSs in my opinion, mostly because my aim is terrible and I like playing the melee characters. So
Hmm. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie though. There's some league dude, the league teams are honestly just as bad in my opinion.
the
Like
Overwatch
the
team has
teammates you
been
get.
doing better. I think they like because of all the higher up decisions at Activision Blizzard, where they were saying like everyone needs to come into work immediately after the quarantine because they had bought a new building for everyone to go in, so they weren't able to use that. They lost a lot of workers and poor management and stuff. So
Yep.
they have effectively a new balance team. So they're trying. They make some smart
They're
decisions and
trying.
they make some dumb decisions. Dumb
Yeah.
decisions. Smart decision. They nerfed two of the strongest characters. They barely did that, but they did it. Dumb
Hey,
decision.
it's the
They
thought
buffed
that
one of
counts.
these stronger characters in the game. So
An
uh,
interesting decision seems to have been made by the team, huh, Daniel?
yeah, I mean, they're learning. They'll learn, or they'll do it eventually. But also it's impossible to perfectly balance any game because that's not how games work. Especially games
Unfortunately.
with giant player bases. So yeah, game design.
Yep. That's just unfortunate.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
current. They have some things that they could work on, but they are trying.
Every
I
game
believe
has
that.
things to work on.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
There is always going to be a best way to do things that the human mind will always want to, or that the human mind will always gravitate towards, because that's just how humans work. So,
Well,
Yep. That's the truth.
I mean, even in single player games, it's always trying to find the best stats for a character, or the best, ways to, like, I don't know, in Elden Ring, you're trying to find the fastest way to kill a boss while avoiding the damage, or just stuff like that. It's always
unless
it's
your
always
name is Let Me
optimization.
Solo Her, then
Yep.
you just kill Millennia in like one attempt.
Wait,
But that's
Will,
not
did you
fair.
buy Elden Ring?
Oh yeah, dude, I have 180 hours on it.
Oh wow.
I'm the one that
Did
hasn't played Elden Ring.
Oh, did any of you guys get Starfield?
No.
I watched my friend play it. I don't want to play that.
I don't know.
I'm not much for Bethesda games in general. I don't
I
find
like
them that
I like
entertaining.
I like the Fallout series, but I have no idea if I'm gonna buy it either.
Yeah, I'm just not much for that sort of exploration because it's too many collectibles and not actual substance when it comes to the story, in my opinion. But also, I just don't. I have other games that I want to play. Like if I'm going to spend 100 hours in a game, it's going to be a JRPG because that's how my brain works. I like the story games.
Makes sense. Like Pokemon.
Pokemon is not a story-based game. Bro,
But you
Pokemon
you
stories
still
are
put-
so simple. Pokemon stories are literally just,
Okay.
I'm now 10 years old. Let me pick up my new Pokemon and become the champion of the region. Oh, what's that? There's an evil team doing evil things? Damn.
Okay,
I
but
guess
that's
they're
still
doing
a
that.
story.
Let me collect
Still
these gym
technically-
leaders and do nothing about reporting these evil team members to actual authorities because actual authorities do not exist in the universe. Oh, what's that? They summoned a legendary Pokemon? Oh, I beat them. I have legendary Pokemon with me now. I'm now the champion.
Nah, bro.
I'm 10 years old still.
I think it's still technically a story.
It
There's
is,
a
but
narrative to it.
it is, but the only actual story-based Pokemon games are like Black and White and Black 2 and White 2.
Yeah, those have pretty
The-
deeper stories.
The story in like Sword and Shield is quite literally just I'm going to beat every gym leader. Oh, there's going to be an energy problem in thousands of years. The bad guy has summoned the bad thing that will happen to solve the energy problem. I have now summoned dogs to beat the big evil.
Oh,
Doggo.
I am now the champion of the region. That's the entire story.
Okay, but that's still a story.
Yes, but it's not a good one.
Just not a deep one.
I mean, Pokemon as a series is more about collecting your little buddies and doing what you want with them. So if it's competing in contests, you're making your team to do that. If it's for competitive battling, then you design your team with that in mind. If it's just to catch all the lil guys, then you're just going to spend your time catching the lil guys. If it's to shiny hunt, I don't know why you'd do that to yourself, but go on and spend hundreds of hours trying to get the one shiny you want.
Yeah, shinies
That's
are
right.
not it.
Yeah, I don't see the reason in doing it. But also, I'm not insane, so it makes sense. That's
Bruh.
debatable. I'm probably insane.
Everybody's a little insane.
Everyone's got a little crazy in them.
Exactly.
Call me the Joker.
I have no idea if that's a Joker quote, but it sounded like something
Neither do
Joker
I.
would say, so...
Call me the Joker. Joker 2023.
Dude, did you see the new
Batman.
rebrand? It came
Batman,
out
there's
like
no
a
loss
couple
against the
years ago.
Pokemon, Batman.
There's no
Have you
laws
seen
against
that?
the Pokemon Batman.
Have you
Yeah.
seen Batman?
No.
I gotta love funny Batman. Joker.
Oh.
No, don't do it. Joker.
Oh,
Batman,
oh,
there's no
that.
loss against the Pokemon, Batman. Joker,
Yeah,
don't do it.
yeah.
For anyone who doesn't know that, look up any line that was just said, and you will find it. It's a good video. Or a good bunch of videos. Have you not seen it, Andrew?
No, I've seen it. I remember it now.
Okay, good. Well, does anyone have anything else that they want to talk about? Because I'm fine to keep going if people want to keep it going, but otherwise,
What time is it? I
it's
think I need...
6:15.
Oh, I am eating dinner soon.
oh,
Oh.
Unlike Daniel, it is not 8 p.m.
yeah, it's not 8:15 right now. It's awesome. Being 2 hours ahead is really cool. I love staying up until 5 a.m. playing Overwatch with friends.
Bruh. Wait, how long did it take you to get adjusted to the time zone?
Well, am I even adjusted? I guess I technically am. I must have adjusted pretty quickly, because it feels like nothing has changed. Because I'm generally waking up at, 10:30, which would be 8:30 our time. So, that's early, but considering the fact that during the school year I would regularly wake up between 9 and 11, it's really no different from the time that I wake up here. So,
I see.
basically no time at all to adjust, I think. But there are
You
people
think?
here that wake up at 7 a.m., which would be 5 a.m. our time, which is yuck.
Yeah, that's
Pretty
pretty
yuck.
crazy. I don't think I can handle that one.
Yeah. So, because I'm staying in contact with people, I'm staying up late, but that's also just the normal time that I stay up till.
So in some ways it's later, but it's also the same time.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Uh-huh. I can't wait to be back to actually eat good food.
Why don't you go out to eat?
Because I don't want to spend money, and I also don't want to walk around, and I don't want to Uber.
True.
Basically, I'm already paying for the meals, so I might as well use them. And also, I don't want to Uber, and spending money is cringe when I've already spent money on something else that gives me food.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
Like on the weekends or something, you know what I mean? Like just cause.
The
Like,
dining halls are
you're-
still open here.
I know, but like a once a week thing, so you get like normal food.
Restaurant food, yeah. I suppose I could do that. I just don't really want.
You have like a food budget, I'm guessing, right?
I mean,
I don't know, but
I have money in my account that I could spend. I just don't want to spend my money on food when I can get food elsewhere that, I've already paid
but
for.
do you really enjoy the other food?
No, but I'm getting, like, meal packages fairly consistently, so...
Oh,
Well,
that's pretty good.
I'm also
should
eating
ask
a
your
lot of...
family to send you like a stove. Just be like, can you send me a propane stove?
That's unfortunately a fire hazard, and the school would not allow that.
Even an electric one?
No, they're pretty... Listen, I'm not allowed to have an air fryer here.
Well, how would they know
That's
it's an air
fire.
fryer? Just tell them it's your engineering project.
I mean, yeah, no, I'm sure that I could just bring it up, but I don't know if the...
I don't even think you have to just like have it. Like, who's gonna say anything? Your roommate doesn't even like live in your
He
room.
wouldn't say anything either.
Exactly.
But also that I need to store that or bring it home with me, and neither of which is an easy thing to do. Later on, anyway.
Rent a U-Haul.
Or yeah, so
I
the
don't
U-Haul
have
for the-
that many
the-
things that I need to bring with me.
the U-Haul for the single
Single
which
stove.
one?
I mean, listen, the U-Haul for the mini fridge, microwave, and, 2 different boxes full of things. Sure, that's not the worst idea, but it's not
so
exactly a
did
great
you-
idea.
Did you bring your PC too?
No, well, yes, but I sent it back with my parents.
What?
What
What
for?
do you mean you sent?
My
Why?
laptop, the thing that I'm using right now, has better specs than my PC does.
Hmm.
Oh.
What you should have done is just taken the storage drive and brought it with you.
I have I have an external hard drive with me for my laptop.
Ah, got it.
Yeah. So files like this are going to get uploaded and then saved on the hard drive and then deleted off my laptop probably.
Makes sense.
Storage
How much
is the
storage
one
does your
thing.
laptop come with?
I want to say half a terabyte.
That's like nothing. You know that?
It's nothing, but it's not like I have that many things on my laptop right now.
Hmm. I see.
Like the
Like, what do you really have to store?
the games that take up the most storage are effectively like Genshin, Overwatch, Valorant.
I see. I see.
Yeah. I also got balloons on this computer, so like, I don't need that much else.
That's
Oh, balloons.
Yeah.
That's a real big game though, Daniel. You know, you never know.
I mean, it's not a big game, but having good specs for it is a good idea.
True. True.
High round balloons take up so much. Oh wait, did they? What? There was a new balloons update fairly recently, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Interesting.
Whoa.
Well, I think we
Yeah,
know what
wow.
Daniel's gonna be doing tonight.
Yeah, the answer is playing Genshin and Overwatch.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say balloons.
No,
Daniel, why don't you play Honkai?
because I play Genshin already. You think I'm gonna
But,
spend my
like-
life playing another gacha game?
Yes.
No. I'm gonna play
I guess it's
Genshin.
kind of like how I won't play Genshin because I play Honkai.
Mm-hmm.
Just the other way
See,
around.
my wallet can't handle a second.
Okay, well I haven't
God.
spent any money. I haven't spent
haven't
any.
spent
Actually, no,
that.
no, no. Now I need to. I'll show you this afterwards, I guess. Yeah. Because I want to show you the amount of characters that I have in Genshin, despite not having spent any money.
Yeah, I guess free to play is like pretty good or like decent,
Hmm.
I guess.
I,
I've never played Genshin. I played like once.
yeah. There's someone else in the call who used to play Genshin and then stopped after like the first week.
Understandable. I stopped after the first 10 minutes.
I played through like the tutorial section, and then I was like, man, it takes too long to get multiplayer unlocked. I'm not gonna play it anymore, and then stopped playing it.
Oh, and then
And then I picked it
And
up
then look at you
early.
now.
And then I picked it up earlier this year because for about a year prior, I had been listening to Genshin music because it's really good, and I only listen to video game music and anime music. Okay, I actually I listened to like music that you would hear if you were terminally online.
terminally online. What does that mean?
It means I'm always online, Andrew.
I know, but like, how is someone like always online?
It's pretty simple. If I'm not in a class, I'm on my computer, either watching something, playing
That's
something,
crazy to me.
or doing homework.
That sounds pretty crazy to me, to be honest.
Yeah. And I wonder how I gained so much weight during COVID.
Well, I don't think you were the only one who had that issue.
No, it's true.
I think that was a COVID problem in general that existed.
Yeah, it was. I mean, people either overate or underate. I was a part of the overeating.
There was just like very little physical activity, I think, in general.
Yeah, I barely went on walks. And if I did, it was just to Will's house to talk for an hour and then walk back.
Yup.
So I did like
Nice.
a mile of walking a day, which is absolutely nothing. And here here I am in college where walking between classes and, you know, the dining hall and stuff is getting me to about 3 miles a day. Just by existing.
Nice. Just by existing, you walk 30 miles a day. That's crazy, in my opinion.
I mean, during the summer I walked either 4 miles a day or I want to say 1 mile a day, but I did swimming. So, not competitive swimming, mind you, just casually swimming.
Not competitive swimming. I see.
Yeah,
Understandable.
I don't swim competitively. I swim for fun because I enjoy being in the water when it's that hot out, as as you two very well know for our area.
Yeah, sure. It surely does not get warm where we live.
Oh, that's actually one of the things that I am excited for at
Oh,
some
is
point.
is
It
the
will
weather
snow
good over there?
It will snow
Yeah.
here eventually, and I know it.
Yeah, I think that's like a requirement where you are.
Yeah. No, I mean it's going to happen. It has already rained pretty heavily here, so far. So,
It's not, but it's like you probably like the weather over there, huh?
I mean, it's been pretty similar to the weather at home, just slightly
Really?
cooler. Yeah.
I would think it's all like a lot cooler.
I mean, how hot is it where you guys are?
It's been in the
It was
90s.
hot today.
Yeah, it's probably like 10 to 15 degrees cooler here. So it's nice.
Better weather.
Yeah, it's better. It's it's better now anyway. It will not be better when winter comes because then it will be too far in the other direction.
Oh, so you might actually get cold?
It's
Is
gonna
what
be
you're
in the
telling us?
negatives, man.
Oh, so you might actually get cold is what you're telling us.
That's
I'm
it.
pretty sure I will. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. No, it takes a lot for me to get cold, but it does happen. Especially now that I've, lost fat, I have less padding to keep me insulated.
I am always cold.
It's because you got no no meat on your bones. It's all
Yeah,
skin.
basically that sums it up.
I'm all meat.
What?
What do you
I'm
mean?
all
You're
meat.
pretty skinny, Willow.
Yeah, but I'm all meat.
All meat, no bone.
I'll be no bone.
He's
I'm a
boneless.
blob. Boneless.
Boneless chicken thighs.
How are you talking? What?
I don't know. That
Wow.
made sense in my head.
I mean, I guess it was related because chicken can be boneless when you eat it.
Yes, it can.
Oh,
And it should
Well-
be. And that's the hot take for today's episode. Yippee.
Yes, that is a
Meat, when
good
consumed,
moving-
should be boneless.
That makes sense though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
I think so.
Now, what do you guys think about boneless pizza?
I'm a fan.
High
Same.
Point struggled with that.
I wouldn't know, never ate the meals there.
I did.
Aside from the hot lunch on Thursday.
There were like a couple days out of the year where it was like okay.
See, I just brought my lunch from home, and I was making my lunch.
Yeah, that's what I
um,
did. That's what I did most of the time as well.
Yeah. And then I kept doing that into high school as well.
Yeah, makes sense to be honest.
Yup. And then senior year, I got to go home for lunch one day every other week or whatever, because of
Wait,
senior
what do you-
service.
Wait, you went home?
Yeah, because I was just walking to, the nearby school to help out there, and then I'd walk home for lunch, and then I'd walk back to school.
She let you do that?
Yeah. It's no different from driving to a restaurant.
I know, but
or a
I'm
fast
surprised
food
that she
place.
let you go home.
I mean,
This
I had to
Wagner
be
was like so strict about it.
I had to be back for my next class anyway.
I know, I'm just surprised that was like allowed.
I guess, I'm already off campus and we're already allowed to go to somewhere else in order to eat food, so it's not really that different to go home than it is to go to a fast food place.
I suppose.
That's the way I'd see it anyway.
Yeah, I guess. I guess in a way, going home is almost like safer.
Yeah.
Yep. Also, I was walking
I
the
wanted to
entire
do
time,
that.
so... Plus, I'm only 10 minutes away from... Or I was only 10 minutes away walking from school. So if I really needed a ride from my dad, who is, always at home, or always working from home, he could just...
Oh, did he works from home?
Yeah, he's been working home since quarantine started, and goes into work once a month because he has a
Bruh.
meeting that he decides to go to.
He's like, oh, maybe I should get out of the house some days.
I mean, he walks like 6 miles a day, so...
Yeah,
Oh,
he
really?
gets out.
yeah. No, he wakes up, goes on a walk, works, eats some lunch, potentially goes to lunch or walks to lunch, then walks back, and then he might go on a walk later in the day with my sister, depending on whether or not she has
Might?
soccer.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Working at home seems like pretty chill, to be honest.
It is.
Yeah. I think it just depends on if you actually have the ability to do your work from home, because I couldn't do my work from home during COVID, because I
Yeah,
had no
I-
self-control.
I think I could. But I think for some people it was quite the challenge.
Yeah.
And I think that was a lot of people over COVID because nobody taught them how to do that, you know.
That was me during COVID, because all the restrictions I had were basically just about... I was barely even allowed to be on screens unless it was doing homework, so all the time when I was doing homework, I was just watching, Crash Course videos
yeah.
or watching GT Live or whatever for the longest time. And then
Live.
over
Okay.
COVID, that just became playing games. So I hardly ever got work done until it was like midnight, 1 a.m. And then I'd fall asleep late, and then I'd be tired, and I wouldn't want to do any work the next day until,
And
midnight
repeat.
or 1 a.m. And then I'd be tired,
Until
so I
you,
wouldn't
like,
want to do any
get
work.
it. Yeah. The never-ending cycle.
It's a vicious cycle. Yeah.
It is indeed a vicious cycle.
Now, I have enough self-control to get one homework assignment done at a time.
Oh, yeah, that's an improvement.
That's not bad.
Mm-hmm. I mean, hey, considering the assignment has questions like this, I think that's fair.
Yeah.
That's a little bit bad.
I think those do look quite unfortunate. How many of those did you have to do, by the way? Like
that was that was the hardest question on the that was the hardest question of
okay.
the assignment. If you want me to find what the rest of the assignment looked like, it wasn't that difficult, but it was not exactly fun either. It was just it was stuff like this.
I see.
That's what a lot of the questions were like.
That's
Or
easy.
solve
That's
the equation
annoying.
with that sort of function.
I see.
Mm-hmm. So, we've been talking
Yep.
for a lot longer than I expected, to be honest.
Quite a while. It's
Yeah.
okay. It was a double episode because we haven't done one in forever.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So,
Trust, guys, it makes sense.
do we have anything else that we want to say? Anything you guys want to plug? I suppose your channel, maybe?
I guess. I mean, I have it linked will have it linked. But I guess it's just grab_talks. So.
Oh, there's a new channel.
New channel.
Cool.
Yeah.
The new one. Here, you should put it in our
Different
channel so I know how to spell it.
different content, I'm assuming?
Yeah, it's just gonna be me talking about what's on my mind.
Got it.
I see.
Alright. Well, if that's it,
Alright.
I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the Neetwork Podcast, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
See you all around. Goodbye.